target students are Junior 1 students, and we use COCA to teach the grammar structure. The class duration is 120 minutes. The lesson objectives is that students have awareness of the function of the past continuous tense and can understand the structure and rules of using past continuous tense. Finally, the most important thing is that they can use the past continuous tense in a practical way. And we assume that students have some knowledge of the simple past tense. Now I will introduce the procedures of our lesson plan. The part A is sing a song. At first, we give students some background information about the song to let them understand the content clearly. And then, so the purpose of this part is to let students review the simple past tense and introduce a new concept, past continuous tense. Through circling the tense phrases, students can make the comparison of the two tenses and then analyze the functions of the past continuous tense. The part B is to give students some real materials from the COCA and to let them explore the structures of the past continuous tense. The part C is to identify the usage of when and where. Through this part, students can summarize the rules like that. When is followed with a simple past tense to introduce a shorter action. Will is followed with the past continuous tense to introduce a longer action. The part D is to give students, teach students to use COCA to explore some grammar and vocabulary knowledge. Some specific instructions will give to students to guide them to use the COCA. And the task given to them is that find out their own 10 sentences and share with their classmates. Through the group discussion activities, students can accumulate more examples of the grammar structure, and then they can create their own corpus in the learning process. The part A is the teacher's conclusion. After the students' exploration themselves, the teachers can give the further explanation of the grammar structure about the simple past tense and the past continuous tense. The purpose is to consolidate the students' learning results and help them to make this knowledge into their working memories. The part 5 is exercise to complete the short passage. This is theory which is really related to students' real life and also given as an example for the final writing task. The purpose is to check the students' understanding and usage of the tense. The final part is the writing task. Students can use the tenses in a more practical way to finish the writing task. Overall, I think the lesson plan is use the 4P procedures: presentation, problem solving, practice, and production. And I think corpus as an English learning tool, it can help students to summarize the grammar structures by themselves and at the same time give them chances to explore the language in a real environment. So I think it's a good way to learn English. Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Comments? Good and bad points? Up to you. Because we need, of course, there's no perfect lesson plan in the first round. There must be some room for improvement. So we can give some constructive comments to group 2.
First, I would like to ask about, is there a context that goes throughout the lesson?
At first, I think that I just let them to think about the past tense to use a theory to collect them together. Such as this song is about the memory about the past, but there is no clear context to collect the whole.
It would be good if like your input, the song, and the output, like the writing, has some linkage. So the whole thing goes more like coherently. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, about the song, I have got a comment about the song you have chosen. There are so many songs, so which one to choose? Of course, it's also a kind of what good skill consideration of the teacher's job. How about this one? It ain't me here. Do you like this sentence? In the classroom. What's the meaning of it ain't me? That means it.
I think it's a more casual context.
Yeah, that's non-standard English in the dialect. It means it isn't me.
Yes.
But when we teach our students, we won't teach it ain't me, right? Yeah. But if you show them this kind of language, then they will just think whatever they put down is acceptable, correct. Well, it is used among people in their daily conversations in a very colloquial style. But probably we won't teach them this in the classroom, otherwise it will sound uneducated.
Yes, I think it's a problem. But at first, I chose this song is because it contains the simple past tense and past continuous tense, and it also tells them, describes the memories of the past. Also, express the feelings of regrets to tell us that we need to cherish the time. So I need to modify it.
Also, it seems that this song is about romance, love. I think so. I listened to the whole song.
Okay.
And you know, in some more conservative schools, it's talking about love is taboo. Because in the past when I conducted my project with my students, one group also would like to play a song about love, and then I asked my friend's opinion, who is she's working in a secondary school. Is it okay for her school to have this kind of song? She said no.
Okay, I will try to modify it later.
Right. Any other comments from you? Please. Not enough time to digest. Yes. Yeah, that's what I need to read. I read it beforehand and had the copy. It was easier for me to follow. Yes.
There's a part about the 10 sentence students find and they have to share with them.
Yes.
What do you want them to talk about actually? Like,
I just simply want them to share the sentence that they find out in the COCA, and they can accumulate more sentences through the sharing.
But I feel that there's not much of a communicative purpose for this pair activity because, okay, I found his 10 sentences and you found another 10, so, okay, I can read it and then that's it. It seems like not much of a task.
Yeah, but, okay, could you please show that person that all of them can follow?
Oh, okay.
It's on after step 3.
It is this one.
So here you said collocation. Actually, I'm not too sure what you mean by collocation.
I still see a sentence where they were talking about this in the last reading. The last reading sentence when they were talking about, like you said, while they were talking about, it's not when they were. Because you compare when and while. Right?
Yes.
And you said while can add can be used verb past continuous, right?
Yes.
And when can only use past simple past tense.
Yes, in general.
Yeah, but here the concordance line will show here the last three
I just take the picture from the Coca and I just give the instruction how to use the Coca. And sometimes the one can also follow with the past continuous tense. It's not definitely follow the rules. So it's just instruction to tell them how to use Coca.
So that means while can't be used with the simple past tense.
Yes.
But when can be used in a more general way? Both
Yes.
past tense,
Yes.
simple past and past tense.
Yes.
And okay, about when and while there, it's not stated in your objective. You would like to distinguish the two, but it's not in your lesson objective. So if you really want to include that, I think it's better for you to include that in your objective as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Sorry, back to my question about
Okay.
collocation. That kind of
Collocations. Frequency of
So in
use.
step 3, you said, or maybe we look at step 1 to step 3, yeah, to see. Here you would like them to try to use the corpus tools, right?
Yes.
So here, maybe you can give some comments about this part. So using the corpus tool, and you would like them to find out verbs ending with ing, the present participle. Is that right?
Yes.
And collocate with the word, the one word on the right. So what's the purpose of this?
It's this one. Choose one word on the right. Just the structure to show the structure. Or well and plus the verb ing is to show the structure. I'm not sure. I usually click the button.
So you just would like them to see examples of different verbs in the past continuous form.
Yes, and they can search different verbs. Yes.
Then maybe it's not about holidays. More about KWIC with keyword in context.
Okay.
Okay, then next one. Alright, then you show what is this part about. Okay, that's the collocates. But it's not what you are teaching. Your lesson objective. Your lesson objective is on the past continuous, but now you have got one word on the right, to the right of the past continuous. So it seems to be rather meaningless, this list of words.
It's just because after you click the button, it shows the frequency words used. So you need to click the verbs that related to. Oh, yes. There's some. And it click the verbs and use and then click the context button. It will show the sentences.
So what did you click? Talking.
I just take this as an example.
Okay, but anyway, in conclusion, that means collocation seems not really acceptable tool for this lesson objective, past continuous tense. That's what I mean. And also another thing is on part B. Some examples are given here. Alright. Look at sentence 1. Is this one past continuous tense? So we have to be careful. Sometimes the examples that are shown in the corpus may not be the structure. Here I'm going to do something. It is a kind of, some people may regard it as a kind of semi-modal verb as well.
Yes.
That means something like will go to somewhere, I'm going to somewhere. So this is, I think this one is more like the be going to in the past tense rather than the past continuous.
Yes.
How about the usage? Part E, conclusion. You have got a conclusion. I think that's good. The form and then the usage there. About the differences between the simple past and also the past continuous. You have got different uses.
Yes.
Students, because this is the first class that are familiar with the new sentence pattern. I think it's better for us to make the comparison on the second class.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion.
Well, when I read this, I found that actually they were quite similar. All the three on the left and all the three on the right. Quite similar, and it's hard to distinguish them. To me, I think actually for the simple past, it's simply something that happened in the past, about the time frame. Whether it's new action or mention all those that you mentioned, actually the key point is that it happened in the past, then you use the past tense. Past continuous, probably you just want to emphasize that the action was in progress. Then you use the ing form. So that may make it easier for your students to understand instead of trying to understand what you mean by each of these three.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, then the last page. There's a typo. Is it walk instead of week? Next to the picture. Line 4,
yes.
line 3 or line 4.
Line 4.
In brackets, the first word. As we were walking past.
Past the
Put
curve.
down week. W-A-K-E.
Yes, as we can pass the clear.
That's after the second blank. You say walk.
Waking as we.
Okay, you can think about it. Draw your attention to that. And then part G. Part G, there is a typo. This is important, this typo, because you are talking about the past tense and past continuous. Write a diary about what?
Just write down about the thing, a story, a thing that happened in the yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. So we have to use the past tense here. Don't use the present perfect.
But he can also describe the thing that when her mother was cooking and he is writing his homework, doing his homework. Just the two things doing at the same time.
No, I mean what has happened yesterday must be incorrect.
Yes.
Because you have stated the past time.
Yes.
To use the past tense.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.